Good morning. What I want to discuss today is this idea about healing and even what some people call fixing. So every one of us has things about ourselves that we don't prefer, right? Even if we love ourselves and we're doing really well that way, we still have things that we wish would shift. And maybe even things that we've worked on for years, repeatedly worked on. And what I want to bring to the table is, what if some of these things will heal in this lifetime, right? They will. And we've all experienced this. Something that used to be a huge issue has, either over time or quite suddenly through a big epiphany or experience, healed completely. And I love it when that happens. This includes traumas, by the way. This could be traumas, weaknesses, just whatever things we struggle with that are not our preference. Other things may heal to some degree, right? They're better than they used to be, but there's still some residue left that we deal with. Other things may stay a thorn in our side for the rest of our lives. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people who have, in this life, completed all of that. I've never met them, but there are a lot of people on this planet, so I totally believe that's possible. But I would say it's more the norm to maybe finish this life with some of those wounds intact, or even just some of those things that don't work for us. So I'm going to give you an example of one of mine. I've worked on myself for many, many years, and a lot has healed. So much. One thing that I have not been able to heal, actually even at all, and you can rest assured that I'm definitely working on it, is I have a very strong startle response. So if the ice maker goes off, or if there's thunder, all of a sudden, any noise that comes, out of the blue, that's sudden, all the cortisol in my body just rushes through, and I get this huge upset that's instant and that's extremely visceral. It's very physiological. And I know that I have that, and I have found ways to soothe myself very quickly so that I don't stay in that fight or flight. But it has been 30 years, my entire adult life, of working on my issues. This is one that has barely been touched, if at all. The response is still just as deep as it's always been. I've just gotten better at how I deal with things after I get that visceral response. And I do, in a way, it does feel somewhat like a thorn in my side to have that. And I do find myself tempted to avoid situations where there could be sudden noises. Fireworks are the worst. The 4th of July is probably my least favorite day of the entire year. And yet, okay, so that's something that's there. Right now, it's just sort of something that's there. Does that have to be something that stops me from getting the life I want, from achieving the things that I want to achieve? Or can I accept that for right now, it's a thorn in my side, and of course it could be way worse, and there are much, much, much more serious things to have, and this is just one example. But asking the question for yourself, the things that you have so far not been able to heal, like truly, they're still there, no matter what you do. Is it something that has to stop you from moving forward in a powerful way? Is it something that has to stop you from truly having the life that you want? And this is the question I have. This is what I'm really wondering is, can we accept that there may be things that are not ideal? And can we be okay with that? And maybe even make some compensation for that, right? Like allow for that. So one of the things I've done with mine is when I do get that rush of upset that goes through my body and a fear, I really try not to make myself wrong for it. For a long time, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Why does this, why do I have this thing? And I don't do that anymore. I actually have some theories about why it exists, and I can't really know that for sure. But what I can do is be kind to myself and gentle with myself about it, and then keep doing what I was doing, and then get back to what I was doing when it happened, instead of letting it take me out of the game. So, your homework for today, if you choose to take it on, is to ask yourself, what is something or a few things like that for you? What are some things you've worked on? And at least choose one that you would love to see heal in this lifetime, but that hasn't so far. And ask the question, first of all, is there a way you can be more powerful around it, right? You can maybe be kinder to yourself, or you can find some ways to soothe. And or does it need to stop you from doing what you came here to do, from doing what, achieving the goals and focusing on what you're working on right now? So I totally would love to hear from any of you willing to share what that is for you. And I hope you have a fantastic day. May your coffee be strong and your life be blessed.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And if you would be interested in working with me further, you can check out DawniAngel.com. I would love to come speak to your group, come to your business to do a training, be on your podcast, my personal favorite, or even work with you one-on-one.